unfortunately, what happens, certain ports are in a different way. They send sometimes hardly 1 or 2 bags in the container and come here. Because whenever you are purchasing the material, go to the port, see in front of you what is the material you are loading, practically loading, or appoint a good surveyor like SES surveyors like that, who are the reputed surveyors. They'll be at the loading point and unloading point also, appoint the same surveyor, so that you will have the clarity what material you are getting here, loading here, what material you are coming here, so that always declare the correct value for the cargo. Don't be hanky-panky in the business. You want to be long-term player, be clear, be transparent. So that, because that's the way you will get the AU status by the customs commissioner and all these things. Once you are AU status customer, because that stores your goodwill. Because your goodwill not only in India, even abroad also, AU status, people will not check your material just like that. Because create goodwill for you, go for the AU status, then do the business in a systematic way. If not today, tomorrow. Business is not for one day. Goodwill is for the long term. Work it out in the right direction. Even if you want to do export material, even the full control load and the LCA less than control load also, there are opportunities for Visakhapatnam. Use the opportunity here, because if you go to even the tribal area like Varaku, Pademu and other areas, you get lot of fruits and vegetables that you get in organic fruits and vegetables. If you go to Singapore, we can send to India. Singapore also you can send it, you can send to other ports. If you want to go to the next even Rajamandri, lot of flowers are available, lot of fruits. This one plantations are available. We can send it to places like Dubai and all the places. With them, there is opportunity. Opportunities are there everywhere. Use them in the right direction. Do a transparent business, and end of the day, do by having a reputation like insurance and all these things.
नाम लेके कंपनी का नाम के हिसाब से मैंने डाल रखा है, वो देख के डाल के ऐसा नहीं है कि सबकी है, किसी किसी की है, कोई मेरे कोई रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं लेगा, किसी की पीपीटी है, किसी की क्यों नहीं, इसकी पीपीटी होगी, उसका पीपीटी देख के यहाँ से नाम लेके वो तो कर लेगा ना।
Lot of employment opportunity to the local industry. That's what I encourage and ask all of you to start something in a transparent way. Whatever product is required, whatever the clarity, then end of the day, definitely you can be the successful entrepreneur. Those who are the big today, big trade houses and all these things, they started from small only. You can start today, tomorrow you can be the big trading house in the country. That's what I wish. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to share how easy or difficult it was as a woman entrepreneur to actually become an exporter? You know?
Thank you so much. To add on to what Sir said, being a woman or a man, I think when you're running an enterprise, first I think we have to start with some purpose and passion and integrity. Like Sir mentioned, transparency. So I would like to add on to that, especially me presenting the pharmaceutical industry. I think it's very, very important to understand the regulatory requirements, to understand what it needs to establish an industry which is compliant, which has an accreditation, because definitely when you're trying to export, I think accreditations do matter. And quality policies do matter, and whenever you are working on a product, I think it's very important to understand your product first. So, for example, if you're sourcing the product from somewhere, you need to really understand, the supply chain of the product and where the product is being sourced. What is the starting material of the product, or if it's a good product where it is grown, and what are the quality checks which needs to be done, and what is required during the supply chain to maintain the shelf life, and especially when it comes to nutraceuticals or food products, I think quality testing is the benchmark, and that's how you establish credibility when you export to countries, be it a US FDA or a European or a national country. I think quality should remain our benchmark, and when we stand by quality, I think automatically you tend to establish yourself and improve that sustainability. I mean, it's important for us to be a long-standing player, not like export once and then have the gains and then compromise on quality. So only if you work on quality, if you work on your product, important to be hands-on.
Absolutely. Well, great. So,
Here, in the first place now you are knowing or you quoting already. So many of them are first time. The right product for them and market. That is the first thing you have to do. And quality and no compromising and knowing about the product registration code you mentioned, what are the process licenses, IE code, all those things comes later on. But what is the right product I have to do and where is the market for it? And we should be not dependent on so many other factors. It should be a local resource. So once they identify the product and it will be everything will fall in place. Then they should know the stepwise. They should have the project report there. Identifying the project, what are all the licenses are required, complying with the regulatory here as well as the beneficiary country. All this. Apart from that, bank credit is available. Many of them need funds. For that, how to use bank in a proper way. The customer funds also is important. Lot of benefits have been given by the government. I think even last year, December, there is a interest equalization for trading. So for especially for MSME manufacturers and traders, there is a upfront subsidy from the customer, 3 to 2%. Recently, I told you, because of this additional Europe US project, and
अंदर नहीं है आपको अगर वो पकड़ना है तो पकड़ लो आप कर लोगे ठीक है
So what kind of
नहीं लाइव जा रहा है यूट्यूब जा रहा है
benefits we can extend to them
क्योंकि मुझसे हो नहीं रहा वीडियो कैप्चर डिवाइस नहीं और उनको लाइव करना ही करना है
like additional
विनोद सर बोले और एपीएमएसएमई वाले बोले लाइव करो
IEC right to stop. Earlier it is 3%, now they are requesting for 5%. Adopt advances up to 30% or 20% of the existing limit. Apart from that, there is one, everybody have to give one foreign bank guarantee to the customers of the beneficiary country. There also we have been, SBI has already issued a circular that the margin for the foreign bank and normally it is 110% of the amount because other exchange rate fluctuations will also be involved now. But now it has been reduced to 10%. 10%. If you want to take, and for you about India, you want to take, say, for example, 10 lakh foreign bank guarantee, you can do margin of 1 lakh. So 10%. Apart from that, while avoiding exchange credit, the rate of interest, now treasury bill rate which is the lowest in the country, the government has extended all these benefits. So you have to update this bank and you should know the facilities extended with banks as well as government. So all these things, first they have to A to Z project report they should have. Thereby they can complete one by one.
यार
बहुत
पहले
देर
तो
के लिए
पहले तो
इसलिए बता
पहले तो वाईफाई बहुत स्लो है
well, thank you, sir.
अभी देखो ऐसा
See, all these people
और
are
live हो रहा है,
talking
live जा रहा है ये।
about compliance and documentation and project report and all these things are so very important and
और ये भी
they
live जा रहा है।
play a very important role. But again, as entrepreneurs, why it is so important for you
नाम का रूम
to
पता है?
know about all these things? Hearing about every aspect of this actually should not discourage, but encourage you all to learn, understand, and be well informed right in the beginning before even stepping or before even going or taking that first step of doing an export. You know, there are cases like Sambasiva Rao sir spoke about perishable goods, you know, sending out mangoes and grapes and all of that. Do you know what is the major reason for rejection also? 40% of rejections of consignments is due to wrong labeling. Okay? Just because the labeling was wrong, those consignments were rejected. So it's you know, it's not just about having a product ready or just making a quality product ready and I have made a brochure and a sample and that's about it. No. When you are sending a consignment, proper documentation, labeling, quality certification, certificates of mandatory requirement of those countries. For example, when you are sending out food products, so FDA certifications of that country, very, very important. For pharma also there are many such mandatory certifications which are required. And extremely important to know all these, you know, step-by-step details. And, you know, again coming back to when we were doing exports, I mean, we did not have all this information all available at one place in one window. But now, when you go to trade.gov.in, it actually gives you stepwise information right from registration of an IEC code to filing a shipping bill. Everything is seamlessly available online, and you should, even before thinking of exports, you need to actually work out all these you know, paraphernalia, be prepared, and then step in for exports. So we would like to understand from you about how India Post, because India Post has been only offering, I mean, the perception is that it is only for postal services in domestic markets. But India Post has launched Dak Niryat Kendras, which actually sends out parcels outside the country. So what is your role and how you know, are you facilitating new exporters or sending out material from the country?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the Dak Niryat Kendra is started only for the purpose of MSMEs who send their consignments to the foreign countries. Only for it is the purpose of international consignments only. It is
पॉलिथीन दिया हुआ है
started.
पीले कलर का मैंने दिया था इधर
Earlier, whenever you send a consignment to a foreign country, there are so many restrictions, so many things. They have to come to the post office, or there are only limited areas, limited post offices who extend these services. Now, only for that international sending of consignments, government has exclusively started these Dak Niryat Kendras. Whenever we start a business, we will send a specimen first. For that purpose, the Dak Niryat Kendra is the best option, because the international tracked package service is the best thing. So many MSMEs are following. When you send a sample that is weighing from 2 to 5 kgs, you can send it from your doorstep itself. You can book the article from your house itself online and pay the tariff for the online from your home itself. When the process is completed, our people will come there and pick up the consignment and send it to the, because we are the government agency, there will be some hassle-free customer relations will be there at the customs level with respect to the prohibited goods and other things. When it is free from all these conditions, there are any objections raised from the customs and also there is no need to send to the post office or some other place. You can send upload the documents from your laptop itself, from your system itself, from your door itself. It is very hassle-free. You can have a declaration from our department also that something is exported from your end. for the direct,
ఫ్రైడ్ రైస్ వెజ్ ఫ్రైడ్ రైస్
we are very cheaper.
ఫ్రైడ్ రైస్ కదా కార్డ్ రైస్ తెచ్చాము
కార్డ్ రైస్ తెచ్చారు
రెండు కార్డ్ రైస్ తెచ్చాము
Multinationals like, I don't want to mention those things.
కార్డ్ రైస్ 2 రూపాయలు
Because we are
బ్యాంకులో గట్ట ఉంది
almost 25%
పెరిగాను రెండు తెచ్చాము
less means,
చెప్పు వాళ్ళకి
and
స్వామి
it is
ప్లేన్ కార్డ్
1,000 from other foreign that consignment
మరి
companies.
మరి ఏడ్
They are
చేస్తారు
offering it for only 20 rupees.
ఇద్దరు స్వామి మళ్ళీ బయట
That is
It's almost 75%
Yes,
cheaper.
you can do that. See.
ట్రై చేయరా
Great.
We should
Deserves,
encourage.
India Post deserves an applause because from the domestic network to international network, I mean, that's
Sir, our Prime Minister is very much interested in encouraging the Swadeshi. That where we are being a government of India organization, MSME should approach the India Post first. Because we are reliable, we are transforming our services according to the latest requirements and other things. We
131.
be in touch with us. We will be with you whenever the system is required any help from our end. We have exclusive center at Business Processing Center, Gava Gardens. There is an exclusive center for Dark Media camera also. We will be at your doorstep to give any assistance or any direction, any guidance. We will be with you. Similarly, we have 29 dark media cameras across the AP. They are recently means there is 1 year they installed so far. At Vizag,
क्या हुआ?
around 60
अरे मैं ये check कर
customers
रहा
are
हूँ।
already listed with our dark media camera at Java Gardens. Please come forward to utilize the services of India Post and encourage our Swadeshi, the Make India concept of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our Minister Jyotiradittya Scindia. Please come forward to encourage India Post in sending your consignments to any international country. We are having tie-up with so many countries also. Being a government organization, we will be given the priority from other countries also, even US and Germany, Canada also, they prefer India Post consignments. There will be less declarations and other things when it is passed through a government agency. Please extend your support to increase the revenue growth of India Post as well as the revenue of Government of India. Please.
Thank you. Of course, it deserves an applause. Desha ji, in India, we have 58 export promotion councils. Yeah, so we have 58 export promotion councils from across 58 sectors, including services as well. And these export promotion councils are constantly hand-holding many of the MSMEs also with sectoral focus. Sir, would you like to explain how your export promotion council is facilitating MSMEs?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to announce one thing. On 7th of November, EGFT has launched a pilot project for the Bharat Ayat Nirayat Lab Safety.
Oh,
So this is only one single window platform where you can apply for testing and certifications, and you can get the reports instantly. And they are integrating all the labs with that. Parallelly, you can get the certification testing whatever the way you are getting now. But as a pilot project, we will share the link with Sushma Madam so that she can share with you also. So just try it out. Whatever the export that you are doing, whenever you need a certification or the testing. So just try to utilize it. We will be very happy to get the feedback from you all if you are facing any challenges. I'll just give you some figures of the exports in the mobile and electronics. Financial 24-25 closing, there was the electronic export of $38.6 billion, and out of which mobile phone was 24.1 USD billion, which is the single largest commodity in exports.
that's good.
So right now we are at 3 after China and Vietnam, and by this financial ending will be at number 2, crossing Vietnam. So why I'm saying this, because MSME, this forum is, this growth project is already going on. Now it is up to you how you can integrate with this, right? In the recent AGM of MEDPC on 29th of October, it was fourth, so coincidentally you have the fourth event also. Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal ji was there. He chaired our AGM, and he has clearly, gave a vision to the industry that there should be a domestic value addition to the entire mobile industry. So you guys, you are the entrepreneurs, the MSMEs, right? So you are the person who can actually, give a value addition to this sector. Apart from it, we organize a lot of overseas events, conferences, and we take delegations like reverse bias and limits, and it is all promoted by the government. Recently, we participated in JATIC, Singapore, and Dubai, and we took around 50 companies from here. It was completely sponsored by the Ministry of Commerce and MEDPC jointly. So whenever you feel, whatever the way we can support you. One important document that my colleagues not mentioned, RCMC. Registration of membership certificate of your respective export promotion council. That is the document which enables you to get the incentives against the exports, right? And also that also gives you a credibility, because once you are registered with RCMC, so your organization or the company is, it is credible because it is registered with the government platform. So these are some insights on this. Also, the minister has launched AC Export Task Force, because right now AC Export is manageable from India, in which Voltas, Amber, Panasonic, all these companies, IFB, they are the members of this Export Task Force, and this task has been entrusted to MEDPC, especially the minister. So these are the some platforms or opportunity available for you. Please utilize these. Wherever you want our support, we are always to support the industry. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can please someone pass on the mic?
Sorry.
Mic है? All the mics.
RCMC process. So these are different from turnover basis.
We
एक
will
mic
talk
दे
about
दो.
incentives
Maybe
specifically,
we can
make a presentation
it's not
on
basis,
that. So we will cover about the incentives.
You can take my details and we can respond to offline.
Yeah, because that's a separate topic, we'll talk about that. Coming to Pradesh sir, sir, when I was an exporter, I was very scared of customs, okay? Just the word customs used to give me shivers, because, submission of all the paperwork, I mean, I'm talking about like a decade ago. So submission of papers and a difference of even 10 paise would actually make my, give me sleepless nights. Because if I don't close the shipping bill, I'm not able to send the next consignment. So how have things changed, sir? And now, I mean, customs is like our home. So if you decide to export, you just walk in and ask details and ask for handholding. So what has brought about this transformation, and how have you made it possible?
Actually, there is a big change. Earlier, trade used to be afraid of us. Now we are afraid of them. So just jokes apart. Lot of change. Biggest change is the concept of self-assessment, where we don't query the value and the classification unless and until there is some intelligence that this is not the particular place. Apart from that, we have introduced, like many of my team, the concept of risk management system, which says that out of 100 shipments which are going to be exported, only few have to be intercepted, and that is less than, at present in Visakhapatnam port, it is less than 5. So out of 100 shipments, only 95% are going without examination, without assessment. Examination is like a physical examination, where we open the container and see the goods. And assessment is like we check the documents and see all the documents are there and the valuation is correct. So this is one aspect. Customs is moving extremely towards simplification. We all the documentation is now online. We have a concept called e-Sanchit, where the exporters can upload their documents. The basic document for the new exporters is the shipping bill. Okay, this is the document for which you are going to file the export. Apart from that, obviously you will have the invoice, then you will have the packing list and the transport document, which can be the bill of lading or the airway bill. Then you also require a registration with the bank, and you will require a GST registration. You will have registration with the AD code. So all these things, but biggest focus should be the focus of the government is that you should be doing business. Regulation should be minimized. It should be taken care of by a system. Not only the officers, the system will be taken care of. And this will be more and more towards compliance. Even if you look at the dwell time, it has reduced drastically. Dwell time is like average hours which the consignment will be taking for care. It is from earlier it used to be 2 to 3 days. Now it is less than 12 to 16 hours, which is as good as China. We are not close to China, but we are almost nearing China. So we are all this thing. There are other infrastructure bottlenecks which are going, which will take time. Like it is not easy to build roads and bridges. But overall, with regards to customs, with regards to automation, we are on par with any of the developed nations. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We move on to Sandeep ji and how his foundation is supporting and facilitating MSMEs to become part of this global supply chain, sir.
Exactly, Sushma, and exactly what you said earlier. I mean, B2C has become an important component of today's sales. It's become a very important sales channel. And it's not about B2B versus B2C. It's complementing each other. And I think today most of us, almost all of us, are buying things online. And this is something which will happen more and more in the future. And we also have B2B sites, e-commerce sites also, selling products online. So it's important to understand how to sell online. And this is very, very important today. And I think all the panelists have highlighted various points, and those points are also relevant. Most of them are relevant for the e-commerce sales also. I mean, when we are buying things today, we look at the pictures, we look at the ratings, we look at the content, we look at the delivery time. And I mean, these are all related to what has been said here. When we spoke about quality here, rating is a reflection of customer experience quality. Timing is how fast the delivery comes in. It's a very important component in making a decision today whether we will buy that product or not. I mean, photographs shows the visual impact. The content talks about a narrative, a story about this product, how this product has been created. So all these aspects, are very important when we are selling through e-commerce channels. And this is what, besides many other things, we are in the I2I Foundation talking about in the Walmart Vriddhi program. So the Vriddhi program is focused on guiding, providing know-how, skills to MSMEs how to sell online. And this could be online anywhere in the world, wherever you would like to sell. The program is more to give you that knowledge, give you that platform. And this is what we are doing.
Thank you very much, sir. In fact, a big round of applause for all our panelists here. I mean, we would continue to talk more and more and more, but in the interest of time, we've already stepped 10 minutes in this lunch break. But very quickly, before we conclude, just in the interest and for the information of all my brothers and sisters MSMEs here, is very important for you, other than the domestic B2B networking platforms that the ecosystem tries to bring to you or offers to you. You also need to step out of the country, and there are many opportunities to participate in many trade fairs, exhibitions, showcases, and that will give you enough exposure on what actually is required by international markets, the quality, the sensibilities, the colors, the design, the taste, and all of that. And both the state government as well as the central government offers a scheme called international cooperation. Under the international cooperation scheme, you can avail, once you participate on reimbursement basis, you get a benefit of up to 5 lakh rupees, where you get 3 lakh for space, 1.5 lakh for airfare, and 50,000 towards freight. So you can meet my team at the registration desk for more details. And there is a very beautiful scheme called Capacity Building of First Time Exporters Scheme, again by the Ministry of MSME, wherein it offers you or it reimburses you the ECGC premium for first time shipment. It offers you a reimbursement of up to 1 lakh rupees for any testing or lab certification that you have done. So it offers you that, and it also reimburses the RCMC fees for any membership that you need for a specific export promotion council. And there are many other benefits like RODTEP and duty drawback and other things. So that we could discuss in a separate orientation session. But with that, I would like to conclude today's panel by saying to even our international delegates present here that there is a very, very robust ecosystem in the state of Andhra Pradesh, which is functional, operational, and standing firm, standing tall to support its MSMEs in being able to do export and achieve the vision that was laid out by the Honorable CM and the Honorable Minister that was spoken. So thank you very much for being such a lovely audience, and thank you very much for being a very, very insightful and interactive panel. In the interest of time, we are not taking any questions, but our panelists will be here to discuss on the sidelines. We would like to say thank you with a small, token of gratitude, and may I present this to each one of you and we take a picture. Thank you very much. We reassemble at 2:30, and a big round of applause once again for everyone. Yeah, Suhana can continue with some other couple of announcements.
Already connect cheyalandi avuthundi
Yes, you have said, but Suhana will continue, and just while I'm giving away these mementos, she's going to share some more details.
Thank you so much. మేడం కంప్లీట్ చేశారు క్యాప్చర్ కార్డ్ లేదని
Please note.
మేడం కంప్లీట్ చేశారు ఇంకా మేడం ఓకే మా సార్ మై బాస్
हेलो
Please note, after lunch, we will have the pitch sessions where everybody will get an opportunity to listen to all the international delegates as they present their requirements.
ఓకే సో మీ అందరికీ చిన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఈ మాటని కొంచెం గమనించవలసిన రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఏంటంటే మన లంచ్ అయిపోయిన వెంటనే మన ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చిన ఇంటర్నేషనల్ డెలిగేట్స్ వాళ్ళు కావాల్సిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ అనేది ఏంటో వాళ్ళు వచ్చి నెక్స్ట్ మన పోస్ట్ లంచ్ సెషన్లోని ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది వాళ్ళు కన్వే చేస్తారు. కాబట్టి సో తప్పకుండా వీళ్ళందరూ కూడా బాగా గమనించాల్సిన విషయం. సో గమనిస్తూ ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మీరు నోట్ డౌన్ చేస్తారని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం.
Once you have heard all the pitches, please select and write down the names of the buyers that you wish to meet. Next, you have to go to the pre-stage area where you will find a standee placed near the Emerald Hall, which will display the table numbers from where you can book a meeting slot from that international delegate.
సో ప్రతి ఒక్క ఫారెన్ డెలిగేట్స్ వాళ్ళ పిక్చర్స్ వెంటనే తర్వాత మీకు సూటబుల్గా ఉన్న స్లాట్స్ అన్ని కూడా మీరు నోట్ డౌన్ చేసుకుని దెన్ ఇక్కడ మన ప్రీ స్టేజ్ అరీనా మీకు ఒక ప్లేస్ ఉంటుంది. అక్కడ వెళ్ళి స్టాండ్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ స్టాండ్ దగ్గర నంబర్స్ అనేది స్లాట్ అని నంబర్స్ అనేది ఉంటుందన్నమాట. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ 10 టేబుల్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఏ టేబుల్ అనేది మీరు కాస్త కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యి కాకుండా అక్కడ స్టాండీస్ ఉంటుంది. అది చూసి వెంటనే మీకు కొంచెం ఈజీగా కన్వే అవుతుంది అనమాట. సో లైక్ మీకు ఎక్కడ ఎవరితో ఏ డెలిగేట్లో మాట్లాడాలండి.
You need to proceed to the table of your choice and book your meeting slot for tomorrow. And to confirm your booking, you have to collect a token number from the person who is seated at that table. That token will serve as a meeting confirmation for you for tomorrow.
అండ్ మీకు ఒకవేళ మీరు మైండ్లో డిసైడ్ అయిపోయారు లైక్ పలానా ఫారెన్ డెలిగేట్ మీరు అండ్ డీల్ చేయాలనుకున్నారని మీరు మెంటలీ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోతే ఆ టేబుల్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అప్రోచ్ అయ్యి వెంటనే మీరు అక్కడ నుంచి తప్పకుండా మీరు టోకెన్ని కలెక్ట్ చేయాల్సిన రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఎందుకంటే అంటే అన్లెస్ మీరు టోకెన్ తీసుకోకపోతే మీకు ఫారెన్ డెలిగేట్ మధ్యన ఉన్న కాన్వర్సేషన్ అవుతుంది మనకి ఇది మీటింగ్ అంతా రేపు జరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి సో ఒక కన్ఫర్మేషన్ రూపంలో ఖచ్చితంగా మీరు టోకెన్ ఆ పలానా also please note that a valid Udyam registration is mandatory for booking the meeting slot with any of the international delegates, and each buyer has a maximum of 20 meeting slots, so bookings has to be done accordingly. సో రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అనేది అది మ్యాండేటరీ అనమాట. రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ చేయకపోతే మీరు వెళ్ళి డైరెక్ట్గా వాళ్ళతో అప్రోచ్ అవ్వడం అనుకుంటే మాత్రం అది ఇంపాసిబుల్, అది పాసిబుల్ అయితే అవ్వదు. అందుకని తప్పకుండా మీరు ఏదైనా ఫారెన్ డెలిగేట్తో మీరు ఇంటరాక్ట్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటే 1-to-1 బిజినెస్ ఏమైనా చేయాలనుకుంటే తప్పకుండా స్టాండీ దగ్గరికి అప్రోచ్ అయ్యి ఆ టేబుల్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి తప్పకుండా మిమ్మల్ని రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకున్న వెంటనే ఆ టోకెన్ అనేది తీసుకోవాల్సిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఎందుకంటే ప్రతి ఒక్క ఫారెన్ డెలిగేట్కి ఓన్లీ 20 మాత్రమే మనం మీటింగ్ చేయడానికి వాళ్ళకి ఆపర్చునిటీ అనేది ఇచ్చాము. సో ఫస్ట్ అది ఎవరైతే టికెట్ ఆ టోకెన్ అనేది తీసుకుంటారో ఫస్ట్ అనమాట, ఎవరికి ఫస్ట్ వాళ్ళకి టోకెన్ అనేది ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. సో ప్రతి ఒక్క ఇంటర్నేషనల్ డెలిగేట్కి అంటే మన భాషలో బయర్స్ అంటే సో వాళ్ళకి అనేది 20 స్లాట్స్ అనేది ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. సో దాన్ని బట్టి మీరు కొంచెం తొందరగా డిసైడ్ చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది అన్నమాట.
So if somebody is unable to book a meeting slot with any of the international delegates, please don't get disheartened. We have all the product details from your end, and if there are any inquiries from any of the international delegates, we will delegate that inquiry to you and help you and assist you in connecting with that international delegate.
అండ్ ఒకవేళ ఈరోజు అనుకోకుండా మనం ఒక స్లాట్ని బుక్ చేయలేకపోయాం అని ఆ పరిస్థితిలో ఒకవేళ మీరు ఉంటే అసలు మనసు అలా సాడ్ చేసుకోకుండా, ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన ప్రతి ఒక్క కుటుంబ సభ్యులు వాళ్ళకి సంబంధించిన బిజినెస్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఏంటి డీటెయిల్స్ అనేది మన దగ్గర ఉంది కాబట్టి సో ఒకవేళ రేపు అవ్వకపోతే తప్పకుండా మన అప్కమింగ్ ఫ్యూచర్లో వాళ్ళ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ తగ్గగా మీకున్న ప్రోడక్ట్స్కి వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా మ్యాచ్ అయితే తప్పకుండా వాళ్ళకి మీకు ఉన్న బిజినెస్ డీల్ చేయడానికి వీళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు మీ ముందు ఉంటారని వాళ్ళు చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు.
Also, please note that tomorrow we will only have B2B meetings and we will not allow any entry without a token.
సో ఈరోజు ఎవరైతే ఆ టోకెన్ని సంపాదిస్తారో కేవలం రేపు వాళ్ళకి సొంతం అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే మనకి ప్రత్యేకించి ఆ B2B అనేది ఆ డిస్కషన్ జరగాలని ఉద్దేశించి ప్రత్యేకించి ఆ డే అనేది మనం అలాట్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి సో ఎవరి దగ్గర అనేది ఆ గోల్డెన్ టోకెన్ ఉంటుందో వాళ్ళకి మాత్రమే ఆ రేపు అనేది మనం అలాట్ చేస్తాము. సో తప్పకుండా వీలైతే తొందరగా డెసిషన్ తీసుకోండి అండ్ టోకెన్ని సంపాదించండి అండ్ విషింగ్ యూ ఆల్ ది వెరీ బెస్ట్ అండ్ బాగా బిజినెస్ చేయండి అందరూ కూడా. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you so much. The meeting tokens will be available only after the pitch session ends today. Thank you.
సో టోకెన్ మన పిక్ సెషన్ అయిపోయిన వెంటనే అప్పటి నుంచి మనకి టోకెన్స్ అనేది రెగ్యులర్గా మీ అందరికీ లభించడం జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో అంతవరకు అందరూ ప్రశాంతంగా హ్యాపీగా లంచ్ని వేడి లంచ్ని ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండ్ మేక్ ష్యూర్ 2:30 షార్ప్ 2:30 అందరూ కూడా మళ్ళీ హాల్ లోపలికి అసెంబ్ల్ అవ్వాల్సిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. మేము మళ్ళీ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ బై షార్ప్ 2:30 లంచ్ తినేసిన వెంటనే మళ్ళీ మీరు మీ ప్లేసెస్కి వచ్చి ఆక్యుపై చేయవలసిందిగా రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
ये चल रहा है वहाँ से मिली वहाँ इस सीट से रिसेप्शन भी दे देना नहीं बुलाना पड़ेगा ये इस पर हम वीडियो प्ले कर सकते हैं
लैपटॉप కామెడీ ఇచ్చారు వెళ్ళడం అనుకుని తినేమని పర్లేదు ఆ పౌడర్ రైస్ ఇచ్చే ఫస్ట్ పౌడర్ రైస్ స్వామి కింద క్యాంటీన్ తెలుసు కదా క్యాంటీన్ లోపల కూడా ఉంది క్యాంటీన్ ఫుడ్ కూడా ఉంది నేను తినేయండి బాక్స్లో కదా క్యాంటీన్కి వెళ్తారు మనం అదే అదే వెనక్కి ఉంటుంది రానరా తినేయండి స్వామి పర్లేదు కూర్చొని వాటర్ బాటిల్ తెచ్చుకొని తినండి పిలుస్తాను స్వామి అది పనిచేయదు కదా ఆప్షన్ ఇదే ఉంది మ్యూట్ చేయొచ్చు కదా ఆయనకి ఇచ్చారు ఆయనకి ఆయనకి సార్ ఫోన్
हिसाब है ना तुम्हारा।
पदरा रे पदरा
हम बोलेंगे ना कि तुम अच्छा काम कर रहे हो, हम बोलेंगे।
మరి పదరా ఏ పద మళ్ళీ వచ్చిన